To my gaming channel today, very special day. We add a new title to the playlists. Game of Thrones. We all know the title because of famous TV serial and the book, of course. Okay, this is part one. I just want to tell you a little bit about the game. I want to show you around. So I'm not sure if it's going to be short or long video yet. There is few things what I really want to tell you. And first is this is not exactly free to play game. I always saying that free to play game. I'm doing like this because it's not quite true. There's lots of people going to spend lots of money on it. They will try to take advantage of the other players who doesn't. I not recommend you to spend the money, but think about it. You need to make sure that you like the game before you put any money into. At least this is my opinion. I got experience with those kind of games and many others, so the conclusion is like this: make sure you like, and then you might spend it some, but you can still enjoy a little bit time without investing any bucks in it, and you can still have a great time. This is not necessary then you have to pay even a penny. Let's get the music on, and I will show you around the castle first. So when you're going to go on a game, first you need to follow the crazy lady to whatever training she got for you. It's just basic tasks like build this, build that, build hospital. Here is some tasks. Here is some rebels to attack. This is all basic training. I will tell you a little bit more about it because I think most of the people don't even care about what she's talking, just trying to pass this as soon as possible. A few things are really a bit boring. Some of them are very obvious, but they still have to do it, and it's good they're doing kind of training. Anyway, after you've done this, and if you log in the first time, second time or something, make sure the first thing what you do is taking that chest. It's always on the right side with the small icons, right top. Depends on the time. Sometimes 1 minute take for a new chest to show up, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, half an hour or 1 hour even. I got once, I think, if I remember correctly. This is my second day I played this game, but I will try to help you out. If you have any questions about it, and of course share in the comments below if you play that as well, what you think about the game. I just want to tell you this because those chests are providing us some kind of cool rewards. We're gonna need really big amounts of resources in this game, and I advise you straight away to not collect all of them to your warehouse. Don't adding all of these resources, all the gold and everything else, because this is gonna attract the enemies. This is a war game. You're not gonna have the protection, the shield around your castle. That means you will be vulnerable, and other players want to take the advantage of it and destroy it and take everything what you got. So in more resources you're gonna hold above the limits, I will show you everything about that, then it's gonna be just a minus for you. You just might just preparing the trap for yourself. We're gonna go to warehouse. This is the first thing what I want to show you. This is the limits, the production limits. So you make sure you need to increase the level of this warehouse. You got original time and actual time. This is very cool thing. Then they're actually showing you the difference between this. So if your hero, your commander have a better talents, got some extra percentage bonus on a construction, so that amount of time going to be less to accomplish the building, the upgrades. Of course the teammates going to help you as well, and the research itself. So as always, the commander will have some gear and everything else to it. This is the typical the basics of the games like this. They all have it, but this in this game there is very nice how they're showing everything around. It's very clear. So I just want to mention about this. Make sure you're going to upgrade this. You can go on the channel right here, and you see how much stuff you got is produced. You can click on that bottom right here, and then you see how much it costs you to upkeep the troops. This is very important, I will tell you. And sometimes I'm going to compare to March of Empires or Instant War, which you also can find on my channel. They are both very similar games like this. You need to think about your strategy, what you're trying to achieve in the games like this. If you want to have a strong army, or a large army, or you're trying to just having fun game, because this is very big difference. For those who spending money, not spending money, they really need to think and try to making less mistakes, because one mistake can cost you quite a lot. Later on, not on the beginning of the game. On the beginning of the game is quite lots of fun. Everyone is just rushing, everyone is crazy. The game, because of the title, is very popular. It's more popular than many other games, so it's more and more players joining every day, which is good, because at least everyone have some fun. But going back to the warehouse, we got some production here, and why I'm showing on this, because this is also usually basics, is going to show you the number of resources which is not under the protection of that warehouse. For me, luckily, I still have a lot of space. I don't have to be worried about this right now, but if I will see then something is above that limit, then I will try to use it. I know there is some players who just claiming everything and they adding straight to the warehouse itself. No, that's a mistake. I can tell you straight away that you're supposed to keep something in inventory. Inventory is a place where you can keep your extra stuff, some point chests, battle chips, whatever it's called. This all depends on the game. And resources. Okay, so if you needed something later on, you can use it yourself. You can just press once, not 3 times straight away, to like taking that stone out. Be more patient, and every time when you're trying to finish the building, like on the training, if you don't have enough, this is the troops, basic troops by the way, if you don't have enough to produce some of them, it's going to be small plus next to the resources what is going to be missing, so you can add it right there, or you can just trying and forcing the train bottom or build upgrade, and it's going to actually show you automatically, do you want to use this from inventory to actually proceed with the building. So this is very cool. It's making things easier and faster. And for example, yes, March of Empires have a very big problems with stuff like this. It's actually missing the lots of features or options in the game. So I'm very happy about the new title. It's very important to me. I have already finished March of Empires, that experience with that game. I just working on too many games. I don't have a time to play that one as well in the same time. And it's actually it's about time to move on. At least this is my opinion. The game made the producers of the game made too many mistakes on the beginning, and they destroyed the realm for many players. I said that about that in many videos. It's still a cool game, especially when you start it right now, or maybe before. But if you have a fresh realm, fresh kingdom, I hope it's not going to be the same mistakes committed in this game. I hope so. We'll see. Okay, we got some free upgrade, and I'm going to tell you straight about the upgrades first, because I didn't build all the buildings here just to show you this thing. So we have, I currently upgrading something. 1 second. No current construction. So I'm gonna go to the Main Street Tower. Even if we have a, oh right, here's something missing, iron. So we can see that I don't have to press that plus button to add the iron. I can just press the update, and like I said, it's gonna take automatically from items the amount what is needed. It's not gonna take over. This is very, very nice. I'm gonna tell you something about some of these buildings later on. Let's go back to here. This is not like you can build all the farms, mines around outside the castle. This is a little bit different, a little bit more tricky. Very cool options in this game, something new. So this is quite important. I want to tell you about. And even if you have a construction on, like me right now, the tower, then you can still proceed and try to build something else. This is very, very cool because it's for free, and I can make again some higher level. And if you have any diamonds here to spend, please don't press it. At least this is my advice. It's better to spend a few seconds to upgrade it the normal way. Of course, I got that tower on, so I can't. But if you're gonna build something else, not the army, maybe we're gonna build a hospital. This is the options here. And we can have some gold produced. We can have more troops with the army tent or hospital. So it's going to be far more better for us if we have a larger army and we've been attacked. our troop will go to hospital. If the hospital is above the limit, that a little bit sucks, and we don't want our troops to keep dying. So this is the answer. Getting that extra hospital outside the castle walls is very cool options. So we have for free now again, and you can see then some of the buildings, the same like research, you can do it right away on a little bit higher level. So this is very cool. Some of them you can have on 3rd, 4th or 5th level even to upgrade like this for free. So this is very nice. I got only a few troops to heal. I can't do it because I don't have an iron. We can press that again. Here in this situation we need to use that. That one from inventory. Healing take only a little bit, few seconds, because it's not big amount of troops at the moment. I was more collecting and gathering resources than attacking, to be honest, because I need quite a big amount, and you're gonna need it too. That's why I'm saying inventory, keep something just in case you've been attacked. And let's proceed, move on with this one. We got the Sept of the Seven. This is the place when you're putting your shields on, protecting your castle. Truce, that's how it's called around here. But this is basically a shield around it, you bubble. And a big advantage of this game over March of Empires or even Instant War, then this one is up to 14 days. The shield. So if anyone going on a trip, someone going on to work or something, is happened really a lot of times. Happened to me in March of Empires. I've been zeroed because I can't use the go on a game when I'm at work or travel or something. Sometimes it happens. So this one is far more better. I can tell you straight away that this thing what is missing from March of Empires. If you don't know March of Empires, you don't know what I'm talking about. Check out my channel. Plenty of videos there about that game. But I'm warning you. Depends on the kingdom, it depends on the realm, sometimes it's quite hard. Again, the basic buildings like training the army, hospital, the warehouse, castle itself, there's some tower. The Meister Tower is responsible for research, so you need to make sure that this is very big priority for you. Except the hospital, I think this is very important building because the upgrading it gonna give you just a small percentage on the speed of the research, and actually you need this to proceed with anything else really, like when it comes to the defenses, the kind of military, of course, better troops, better attack and everything else. So this is really one of the most important buildings in the whole castle. That's why I'm upgrading right now. I'm very happy about that. There is some other buildings what I'm going to tell you in maybe in different part. When it comes to the defense of the walls, I'm not going to click on it just right now, but there is few different options of the traps. You might consider to build to the first level a bit, and then the second level try to do research and then proceed with the second. Don't fill up all the wall defenses with just basic traps. Okay, that's about it. When it comes to resources, it's very easy to gather them. It's just everything gonna take time, so choose your research wisely. Again, I will do another video about this. There is different range of resources. First, you need to remember about that army is gonna consuming the food, so you have to look on that percentage a bit. You might consider to building more than one farm. It's different than I did, for example. But I'm a different player, okay? I'm a little bit testing the games, and so I will know the possibilities, and of course I will share about this in all my videos, as always. Let's proceed again. There is some confusion for many players about joining the team and everything else. If you have any questions, then of course let me know in the comments below this video. I will make a few more videos with and there's going to be some answers on that. We'll proceed with next. This is quite important. Except the normal basic resources, the gold is a little bit more special because the gold we're using for upgrading, doing some of the research, upgrading our commanders. I'm gonna show you actually the commanders straight away. All known faces, not all of them. Some of them are from the real actors, another is just made up. Okay, so for example, Sansa.
Slow learner. It's true.
So we have some voice from the TV serial and stuff. Her face looks a little bit funny, but above all, it's not too bad compared to the other games from with that kind of graphics. It's really super. So we're using that gold to promote our commanders, and this is very cool. We're making them far more better quality, far more better looking, everything else. So this is all to working on. They give some specializations to attacks, the skills, so you can check all the details around here. It's very easy to upgrade them on the beginning of the game. Later on, there's a little bit change. There is plenty of them.
Only chase power, glory, and women.
This is very cool how they made it with the sound.
Fool would trust Littlefinger.
But if you're gonna hear the same sound over and over for like 50 times a day, it depends how active you are in the game. That all depends what's gonna happen here, and this sometimes might be annoying.
My father's blood.
Okay, because the lines what they're saying is gonna keep repeating. I'm gonna talk about this commanders a little bit more in another video as well. Oh, great, another chest, gold this time, very cool. I need it, it's the same as everything else really. There is another diamonds info. There is a of course you can spend the money. There is straight away, but some of the diamonds you might win by doing the quests, special things. There's really lots of things going on. It's story quest, main quest, alliance quest, VIP chest as well. VIP you might consider not to rush to spending your diamonds, the blue diamonds on them. You might have a blue chest, you might have something else, but I've realized that some people are just crazy, spend too much on a VIP, and they don't have it to use the diamonds on something else. The diamonds you're using even for the shield, so protecting your castle. So what I mean is try to keep at least some of them in your inventory. Try to not just spend them all, and in a simple way. Okay, there's some more buildings around here, but I really want to focus on move on in this part. There are rebels here. To unlock any of this land around the castle, you need to fight with those rebels. They are very easy. This is just the beginning. Later on, it might be a little bit more difficult, but in general, you will have one first fight when with the crazy lady will tell you about the game introduction. That small training. Later on you just need to proceed with the attack. Here is 1 or 2 or even 3 attacks, I don't remember exactly, but I suggest you to do some troops when you have a choice, and try to do the spearmen, some archers is going to help you out with one battle around here. Definitely you can click on them when you're strong enough and you've done the quests, because you have to do some of the quests, some of the missions, some of the tasks to be able to destroy them. You can later scout them, and then you see all the informations what is needed to destroy them, really, because then now we know then the cavalry is not the most in this group, but bowmen, they are archers there. So you need to think about it with which level of those troops as well, is all matters. And more information is going to coming about this kind of things. So nothing to worry about. We're gonna actually start soon another building, another research. I just need to gather some resources. So we're leaving the castle for now. Maybe before that I'm gonna tell you then this is the main commander. Your hero is something quite important here. Then the talents, what you have to spend it. So you have to keep upgrading him. He can get to level 15, the maximum at the moment. The beginning is quite easy. Later on, this all depends again how active you are in the game, and then later, of course, gonna get equipment. I don't have any equipment at the moment, but it's gonna change. Like I said, this is my second time on the game, and I'm gonna get really fast everything sorted out. And we're going outside the castle. This is very cool part of it. This is my team, by the way. If anyone is interested to join us, then you can let me know. And there is the rebels, there is the knights to destroy, there is rebel camps, the big ones actually. This is the first one, no, this is the mine. You need some teammates, you need to join the team. To join the team you need to follow the quest, follow your main missions, and to get this thing done. And then, because this is the strange food probably needed to destroy it, so you need to rally. You can't just just attack by yourself. You can destroy though some normal rebels. Of course, you always need to make sure then you have your power ready for the fight like this. It's 400,000. That's maybe it's not something amazing, but this is definitely the amount of troops is needed to actually deal with the problem here. It's better to have some kind of advantage over this, and you might receive some of those rewards which you have it here. Depends on the level of the rebel, different rewards, and you need to use the special, I calling this like a fire mana endurance for this to hit the group. It costs only 200 for each attack. We will proceed with one attack because my army is actually free now. We're gonna hit the level number 4. Auto select of the commanders, what you're actually sending, what you think might be useful. But if you see, then something is wrong. Some of the troops are not quite there. We're just curious, where is the rest? You need to make sure that you use a proper amount for the attack. Maybe army power is not that small, but the army size is terrible. There is something wrong. I need to check it out. Where are my troops? Okay. My army is currently gathering, so let's go there and see what they gather. Gather gold. Gold, like I said, is needed for upgrading those commanders. You need the gold for research. I know that for sure. You need to gold to scouting and other players. Let's just find one. I moved to the different location for the safety of my team, because there is sometimes you need to be rushed when you join the game like this. On the beginning, everyone want to be strong. You can see the rebel warriors is up to level 25, is the elite one, so they are very strong. And the knights also you need to hit together with some teammates. You can't just do it by yourself unless you are, I think, strong enough. Later on I will show you. Where the hell is everyone? Oh, here somehow. Okay, so if I want to scout, this is going to cost me 400 gold. I suggest you to avoid doing this on the beginning of the game unless you have proper amount in there. Really think then it's all gonna go very fast out of your treasury. So like right now, even if I got over 11,000, I still not gonna scout him. I'm gonna focus on the research, and I trying to get my troops back, which is gonna be actually we're gonna return straight away. The thing is about this, I will tell you, warn you straight away. You think what you needed the most, and then you send your march. On the beginning you are limited to 1, plus even if you have a second march, you might not have enough troops to do that, to use it wisely. You might need some of the gathering, you might attack. So when you start your casual game, except collecting that chest, you might consider to send a first march a rebel, and don't hit the too high level, because this might just end up with the losses, so this is really not necessary. Think what you're doing, don't rush too much, and you're gonna be good to go. I'm gonna try to hit level 5th sooner or later, maybe even today, I'm not sure, but they are closer, so we're not gonna waste time. You guys see, it's actually take a little bit of time for the march to return, so if you don't have it, that's why my strategy is to, for example, beginnings, hit the rebel, then is those points, special the fire points, fire mana gonna keep recharging, and we are able to, for example, send our next march for some of the resources. I think this is the good way to deal with this situation. I've got more players in my team. They just spread it around the kingdom. People keep joining. My team is mainly from Polish players, but I really don't mind if anyone else want to join. Okay, let's see what else I want to show you. Why? Let's until they're gonna go back with all that gold. I will show you the world map. This is the first one I want to show you. The kingdoms is only few at the moment. There's gonna be plenty more. More players gonna join. There's some limits of the time, and then the new kingdom gonna keep show up. We are in the kingdom 16th, so if anyone want to play together, or even if you want to planning to make up your own alliance, you can be nearby. We can think about some truce and helping each other out. because definitely gonna be a war between lots of players. It's gonna be crazy. I will show you now the kingdom. The kingdom is very cool. There's lots of special buildings. Everything is under protection right now because this is the beginning. I'm on the north, but I will show you Castle Black, for example, is right here. Nobody's there, it's unlocked at the moment, but sooner or later the fight gonna start and the special building's gonna be definitely worth to occupy. Someone is outside the wall actually. Very funny. You can do stuff like this. This is very cool. Just relocate. You can see the rebels here. It's really madness. But there is some team which is definitely gonna go for the Castle Black probably. That's why they are here. There is loads of this is really big place to cover. You definitely space for loads of players. The game works very smooth. Loading is fantastic, at least at the moment. I'm saying that because I got experience in both. On the beginning of the Sam title was very smooth, and then later of Ruin. In Match of Empires is mainly Ruin for me. It's just crashing and crashing. But if you get the APP, especially for this game, then it's even far more better, working faster. They even saying that like that. So it's better for them, it's better for you. We're going back for that kingdom map. I'm gonna show you some of the stuff like Castle Rock as well. It's very cool, and I think is taking this over gonna be also very nice. There is some players around here. There was one actually large team in nearby, because there was my first place when I end up. But like I said, if you get lost also on the map, you can press some button to return to your castle. This make much easier. Chords and everything else is working here. And trying to stay safe. I wish you all good luck in Game of Thrones. That's it for this video. I'm sorry I'm talk like this. Sometimes I making also mistakes when I try to tell one story and I starting another thing, because this is really big thing to cover. It's impossible for me to tell you everything in one video. I don't want to make videos too long, by the way. I've done that mistake in the past, and it's just not good for the viewer and for me. And plus I'm making this game in another language. I'm making this in Polish as well. Also I need to add a few other titles, other games on my channel. So anyway, again, thank you very much for watching my video. Thank you for your support. If you enjoy and you like the video, what I'm creating, this one or any other, then you might consider leaving some likes, subscribing to my channel if you are new here. To all my subscribers, I'm very grateful. Thank you very much for supporting my channel and watching my videos. Okay, so I am going back to my castle. I'm going back to make some more research, more troops, and I wish you to do the same thing. Thank you for watching. See you next time.